Start the show. It's Sunday. That's some Mutatsu time. Came over here because I wanted to see if anyone was suspicious here, but there's really nothing else to do. So. Yep. Oh boy. Let's help the guy out. Make him feel good.
You're late. I was just thinking about leaving. You've been coming here a lot too, huh? You alright, kid? You know, financially, paying for the drinks here? High school kids don't have much money, do they? At least, I never gave much to my son.
I have enough. I might.
Do you now? Guess you kids have ways to make money these days. You're not doing anything illegal, though, are you, kid? Not that I care. By the way, let me ask you. Is there anything you want right now? And I mean something you can buy with money, not some crap like love or a sense of humor.
Or a sense of humor? Well, the answer is yes.
That was a stupid question, I should have guessed. Materialistic desire can lead to aspiration. Still.
Can we just admire the fact how realistic the smoke from the cigar looks? I just realized that now. I'm like, look kind of realistic for an anime drawn setting, which is pretty cool. And even the textures of the couches, man. I'm like, for a 3D, cel-shaded anime approach, that Atlus is known for, they look somewhat, realistic in terms of the style of the texture. I think it's pretty cool.
When you get to be my age,
well,
try thinking about it this way. You work to make money so you can have a better life. But to make enough money, you gotta work all the time. So you never get to enjoy that better life you're working so hard to have. Quite a paradox, isn't it? Do you know what the average lifetime income of a white-collar worker is? Including a retirement fund and an annual pension. It's 250 million yen. That's not even close to a lottery jackpot.
Alright, for those of you that are completely not in the know of what this looks like in American. Alright, let's put this. Yen to USD conversion, right? It's at 250 million yen. Alright, let's try this, right? 50. That's equivalent to $1,634,537.50. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's a pretty well, I don't know about Japan. But here in America, yeah, average Joe like me, you get almost $2 million. That's like over $1.5 million. I'd be happy with that. I would. Hell, I'd have rent paid for the rest of the next 20 years until I drop. I'd have electric bill paid ahead of time. I would have my water bill paid ahead of time, my internet paid ahead of time. Probably buying a car, a nice little insurance to pad in for a few years. I don't know, 1.6 million in American, I could do some stuff.
Thanks to me, you learned something new today, huh, kid? Now, don't waste your life working all the time trying to get rich. Just take life as it comes.
You know, he's not wrong. Yeah, we're already halfway through his arc.
I worked my ass off for a lousy 250 million yen. And for what? I wish I could buy back all the time I lost.
All that money and son's not around, wife's not around. It makes you wonder, is all that hustle culture worth it?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh boy.
Kirijo-senpai.
Here we go, the plot
Why are you
thickens.
here?
Same reason you
Thickens
are.
like hot chicken.
Mr. Ikoda, I'm here to ask you about a student named Fuuka Yamagishi.
No! Please, I never thought it'd turn out this way. Fuuka. Hey, I remember you.
What did you do to Yamagishi?
Hold on, Kirijo-kun. This isn't an interrogation. Stop scaring her. Moriyama, you don't have to say anything if you don't want to. You wouldn't want to give her the wrong idea.
Fuuka, she always looked so frazzled whenever I gave her a hard time. That's when I realized she may be a model student, but deep down she's just like us. And because of that, I knew exactly which buttons to push. We were just messing with her earlier that day, too.
What happens when you fuck around with people?
We took Fuuka to the gym and locked the door from the outside.
Asshole. You had her locked in the
What?
gym this whole time.
You trapped her inside?
Yo, that's not funny. That really isn't. It really not.
That night, Maki got worried Fuuka might commit suicide, so she went back to the school by herself, but she never came back. And the next morning, she was found lying outside the front gate. I went to the gym to let Fuuka out, but the door was still locked. So I opened it and went inside, but she wasn't there. We all freaked out.
That's why you don't clown around with
Starting
your
that
friends
night,
like that.
we went out looking for her, but every night, another one of us wouldn't come back. And then they all ended up like Maki.
I see. Mr. Ikoda, all this time you've been reporting Yamagishi as absent due to illness. But the truth of the matter is that she was missing. You had to have known this. Explain yourself.
I was thinking of the students, of course. You children may not understand, but we have to consider the future of everyone affected.
So you chose not to report a missing child for the good of the class, and not because you didn't want the police involved.
It was in her best interest. I wouldn't want her records to be stained by something like this. Her parents agreed.
So to protect your career, you ignored your responsibility as a teacher.
I love it. I love how these teachers do this shit. Yep, see?
No!
Yo, execute.
I didn't mean, I was just...
You just what? Come
That's
on.
enough.
Spit it out.
You can go now. We'll handle the rest.
You wanna talk this mess? You could be
Wait,
ready to back it
what?
up, son.
Don't worry. This won't be the last you'll hear of this.
Uh-oh. Te la cagaste, boy. You shut the bed, teacher.
About your friends. Did you
It's a
notice
dark
anything
brown
unusual
that
about them before they went
in that
missing?
bed.
Anything at all?
A voice. A creepy voice.
Creepy
They
voice.
all mentioned it right before they went missing. They said they could hear it, calling their name.
Oh, man.
Senpai, could it be?
It's them. No doubt about it. Up until now, we've never been able to predict who exactly would become aware during the dark hour. This voice must be the key. In other words, it doesn't just happen randomly. They actually get drawn in. I realize now, after seeing all of this, they're clearly targeting humans. Shadows are most definitely the enemy of mankind. Stay at our dorm tonight. That should be the safest place. If you hear the voice, tell us immediately. And don't leave your room no matter what happens. If you can manage that, you should be fine. Don't worry. Yamagishi should be all right as well.
Fuuka.
Iori and Takeba too. We'll meet after school in the student council room to discuss tonight's operation.
Yep.
Tonight?
Because we know exactly what's going to go down.
We are going to rescue Fuuka Yamagishi. If my
Yep,
guess is
that's
right,
the goal
she's
tonight.
still inside the school.
Understood.
Yep. This is bullshit. That's really messed up what they did to Fuuka, man. Like, Fuuka out of here with that.
Good. You're all here. Tonight, we're infiltrating the campus. Our objective is to rescue Fuuka Yamagishi.
I don't get it. Are you saying Yamagishi is inside the school somewhere?
And why are we doing this at night? At midnight, this place turns into...
Exactly. She got locked up in the school. So when the dark hour happens, surprise, surprise, there's a Tartarus. So guess where she's at? She's in Tartarus.
Exactly. That's how Yamagishi wandered into Tartarus.
Wait! You mean Yamagishi-san's been over there ever since she got locked in the gym?
Mm-hmm. That's why
That's
she's
right.
missing.
But that was 10 days ago! No matter
Yep.
how you look at it, she's gotta be...
Pray she don't become part of the
Don't
loss.
lose hope just yet. Tartarus only appears during the dark hour. So where does it go for the rest of the day?
Nobody knows.
That's a good point.
This is just a theory. But I think time flows differently in Tartarus. So even though it's been 10 days for us, it could have only been 10 hours for her. There's a chance she's still alive.
Yes, this is correct, because when it comes to the dark hour, remember, I don't know if any of you are old enough to remember this. There was the animated series of The Mask, based on, obviously, the film starring Jim Carrey and Cameron Diaz, where there was an episode where the Mask had to deal with a bad guy who created the 13th hour. It was like, it's 13 o'clock, you know where your children are. Kind of like how back in the day. Oh, yeah, for sure, Union Gamer. Thank you for dropping in. Yeah, I mean, 1 hour, you know. So this is still a doozy. But it's like, you know, 10 hours. Tartarus. Jesus.
Wow, you think so? But wait, isn't the dark hour pretty brutal, though? Even for us, how could she last 10 days worth in there?
Oh, you'd be surprised.
That
if things
is
don't do.
true. And even if she is still alive, we might not be able to get to her.
We'll get to her.
Are
Watch
you
us.
just gonna abandon her then?
I
That's
have
right,
an
Sanada.
idea.
Dile.
Let's try to enter Tartarus the same way Yamagishi did. We'll go to the gym and wait for midnight. That'll be the quickest way.
See? He's smart.
Is that really gonna work?
In all honesty, I can't say I fully agree with this. If something goes wrong, you could all end up lost in Tartarus too. But
I'm not just gonna stand here and do nothing. If there's a chance we can save her, I'd never forgive myself. If you guys aren't with me, then I'm going in on my own.
Can we all agree with the fact that Akihiko is basically like 16 going 17. And he's got white hair. Like, I don't know what level of stress made his hair white. To answer your question, nope, this is not my first time. Matter of fact, this is New Game Plus for me on Reload. My first Persona game, believe it or not, was Persona 5 Vanilla. Then I got Persona 5 Royal. Enjoyed the hell out of it. I actually have here on the channel my full playthrough of Persona 5 Royal on New Game Plus. I've done Persona 3 Portable with somewhat form of regret. And I had just recently wrapped up Persona 4 Golden last week. I also did Persona 5 Strikers, which I did a blind playthrough here on the channel, and I enjoyed it also. It just so happens that, I'm doing New Game Plus here, and the fun part is I've never played Episode I guess, even though I have the DLC. But that's going to be a blind playthrough, as I never got to play Persona 3 Fest on the PS2, because back in the day, when I had a PlayStation 2, I never heard of Persona at all at that time. So, for me, Persona was just a new thing, for me. Yep. Now, whatchamacall, the one game I abandoned altogether was Tactica. And the reason being was, I realized that everyone was stuck with a base Persona. You have a compendium, but you can't actually use those other Personas. I felt completely let down by Tactica, and I just, I was halfway through my Twitch stream series with it, and I gave up. And it wasn't because the game was hard. That was not even the case at all. Difficulty was very bearable. It was very fine, And, once you're familiar with something like Fire Emblem Three Houses, Persona 5 Tactica is a cakewalk in contrast. Thing was just it was a story that takes place before the actual end of the main Persona 5 story, before Strikers. And I'm like, yeah, and I didn't feel the incentive to continue playing Tactica. I felt like it was one of those games that it was just a shameless cash grab, in my opinion. That's just my thing with it. They could have done more, but no. The minute I saw the gameplay and everything, and I started playing with it, I just didn't find myself enjoying it. But Reload, I love this game. I could hop on it. I'm like, you know what? It's gonna be a good day. I can't wait till maybe next year when I go ahead and do my playthrough here live of Metaphor ReFantazio. Of course, I am going to play it on my own first, just to really get the basics down and everything. And then, as I always do, go to New Game Plus. That way, I see how far I've gone and do the whole runaround.
Senpai?
All right, we know it's risky, but we also can't just leave her there.
Right, and we won't know until we try.
Guess we're sneaking into the school then. In that case, I've got just the thing.
You do?
What Junpei up to now? Because this is Junpei we're talking about. There's always up to something.
No answer. This is a problem. I can't get a hold of the chairman.
Well, that's not a big deal, right?
There is one issue. Without the chairman's help, I'm not sure how we can get inside the school.
No need to worry. I've got it all set.
Of course you
All set. An explosive? All right. I'll let you handle this.
I don't want to respond to that statement the way I want to, because I might get some hell for it. And it's just bad taste of a comment, but Junpei. Alright.
There's no time to waste. Let's go.
An actual explosive?
No. All I did was unlock a door.
Okay. Yeah, that makes more sense.
We got it.
And I do often see that.
Man, I'm a genius.
Usually, if there's silver or white hair involved in a character, it's usually a pretty bad omen. Yeah, Dante. Who's a part demon? And let's talk about Griffith from Berserk, man, or Sephiroth. Every time you see him doing white hair, no good can come from it. But Akihiko gets a pass because he's just a G, man. Like, he gets nothing but love from me. Although to be fair, I had met young people back in my day when I was in high school. Those tuning in now, I am 39, so by today's standards, I'm an old geezer. I know classmates back in high school, like during Sonata's age, were freaking, they got a full head of grays. Like, I'm like, damn, like 17, 16, and whatchamacallit, got a full head of, salt and pepper. But that is an interesting cultural thing to know about, because that's always my thing. I mean, you got Inuyasha, you got other anime characters with that thing where the white hair means power. Hey, look at Whis, Dragon Ball Super. Then of course when Goku got his Master Ultra Instinct, his hair went from his black all the way to like silver, looking like Silver the Hedgehog and shit. But I digress.
Is there really something to brag about here?
So you unlocked it earlier. Très bien.
Oui, good job. We should find somewhere to get ourselves ready. Your classroom should work, right?
What?
Trey Ben? Is that French or something?
Oh my god, I love this man. Let's keep
Why
going.
are they talking in different languages anyway?
Look,
Can we turn on the lights?
we all remember what happened to what was it? Was it Anne or Ryuji? Where they were grilling in on them in Persona 5 for being terrible with their Japanese and with their English, and even their Japanese was bad with their grammar. I was like, oh damn. So Junpei's lucky that he isn't in the Shujin Academy.
Aw, you scared?
No, I'm not. Stupid.
Hey, that's uncalled for.
Quiet! We need to get started. It's better for us if the lights are off. They cut the power at night anyway.
I don't really like sneaking around.
Well, here we are,
First, we have to
Yukari.
find the key to the gym. It should be in either the faculty office or the janitor's room. You three check the faculty office. Akihiko and I will take the janitor's room. After that, we'll meet in the main hallway on the first floor. Understood?
The RPGs. Alright. I have played Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, currently on 16, which I actually enjoy. Hated 15, but I enjoyed 16. 12 I was disappointed with. I've also played Chrono Trigger on the Super Nintendo. But to be fair, I actually played the PlayStation 1 remastered version on the PlayStation back in the day, which I'm still mad at to this day. They gave us Chrono Cross, but they won't give us Chrono Trigger. Like, the fuck, man? Seriously, like, come on. We need Chrono Trigger. Jesus. But they'll give us Live Alive, which I'm not gonna rip on that, because that game was like the precursor before we got Chrono Trigger. But still, it's like, come on, Square, get it together. We want some Chrono Trigger. We love everything that Toriyama did with that. It was beautiful. It's a work of beauty. You know what I mean? I can't remember. If you can count it, I would even say Legend of Dragoon on the PS1. Again, that's a game that I actually enjoyed, and the last time I played it was actually before I got the PS2. I've been curious about Type 0. I have Crisis Core Reunion. I haven't sat down with that one yet. I've played Remake of Final Fantasy VII. I actually enjoyed it. The only thing is that the way they presented the premise of Final Fantasy VII Remake for us, it gave us the impression, right, that we were going to have like a whole remake of the entire game in one like big, game. And instead, they're splitting into a trilogy. And then when you're actually playing Final Fantasy VII Remake, you notice that it's not a remake in the strictest term. If it were me, I would call it re-make, kind of like Kingdom Hearts. Because what's going on is it's more like, there was a video. It's called Everything is a Memory. You can actually look it up on YouTube. It's in relation to Final Fantasy VII. And basically it talks about how basically the timeline is actually not too different from what happened with Mortal Kombat 9. So you have the OG Final Fantasy VII. Then you have Final Fantasy VII Advent Children, the film. And then after the film, we got Final Fantasy VII Remake. And basically Sephiroth, by some weird alternate timeline juju, has managed to find his way back into the past of the original timeline, finagle with it, so he can change the outcome that originally came out. Because, you know, gray-haired dude with a giant Masamune blade can't help himself but make a dude miserable. And hence why, and then, you know, you got Remake, and you got Rebirth, and then whatever the heck the third game is going to be. I have yet to play Rebirth. I've seen beautiful footage of the actual gameplay, the action and whatnot. A friend of mine on Threads, she's also on Twitch, called Oh Mama Tried. She did a whole playthrough of Rebirth, and that's what made me like understand, like, yo, Rebirth is freaking lit. Like, because I have Final Fantasy VII Remake. Great game. Just kind of short. I mean, I beat it in 40 hours, you know. Granted, I haven't beaten the DLC for it yet. I do have it. I just haven't gotten around to finishing it. But yeah. So now, let's go help them out.
So, we're searching the faculty office, huh? Hey, maybe we'll find some test questions.
Oh my God, Junpei.
Maybe I should go to the faculty office too. It sounds interesting.
You're not planning to do something unethical under my supervision, are you?
They may or may not, Mitsurube. They may or may not. Because the funny part here, if you notice carefully at Junpei, the way Junpei and Akihiko are looking at each other, it's almost like they're both up to no good. I love it. I'm here for it.
I suppose you'll need to be executed.
Damn, girl.
Hey, come on. Obviously, I was joking.
All I meant by interesting was that there's a higher chance of finding the key there.
Sure, okay.
Enough with the excuses. Let's head to the janitor's room.
Finally. Lord.
Yori, you're coming with us.
All right, let's get this over with.
Alright, to the faculty. That's to E. Wait, that's a man's room. In the council room. No, I have been curious about the East and Trails of series. I have been wondering myself, which of those games, like, which one's the best one? Like, the one where it's like, you know what, this one has all the best combat, best story. And it's kind of hard for me to pinpoint because there's so many East games and so many Trails of games. Just like how there's a lot of people that they felt like Persona 4 Golden was the best Persona, but in my opinion, after having played the whole Hashino trilogy, 3, 4, and 5, I found myself concluding that no, 4 was not the best one for me.
Do you hear something?
It introduced a lot of good ideas that we ended up seeing executed in a far superior manner in 5 Royal. But for me, I find 5 Royal to be, up to this point, the best one of the Persona games, with Reload just right under it. 4 is good, it's just that it's aged like stale bread.
What? There's someone else here? We gotta hide.
Okay, that's good. I like that. The East games are all standalone. Okay, that's good to know. Because I know with the Trails games, you got one, I don't know if it came out yet,
It was just
where
a
you
security
have,
guard.
where you have like one game that has like all the main heroes of all the previous Trails games. I haven't played it, I don't remember the name of it, but yeah. And speaking of other JRPGs, I still have to finish Tales of Berseria and also Tales of Arise, which I actually have. And I still have to finish Shin Megami Tensei 5. Although, to be honest with you, I feel like just trading it in for Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance because, you know, for obvious reasons. Okay. Alright. Let's just security guard. Alright, let's hurry.
I know.
Chill out, Yukari. We'll be alright.
My phone. Why now?
Yeah, I know. You got Trails of Cold Steel, and then you got the Trails from Zero.
And of course, it's just spam. I mean, that would freak most people out, right? Come on, the thing just rang out of nowhere.
I get that.
Right?
Next on up. Nope, nope. We can sign an answer, yeah. I'll check to see if they had the key.
No. No. It's so dark, I can barely read these. What does it say on this one?
Huh. Chip.
Really? Let me see. Yeah, this is it. I'm sure they won't mind if we borrow this.
Ah, Shows in the Sky. I've heard of Reverie. Not familiar with Daybreak 1 and 2.
Okay, let's go. We're supposed to meet up with everyone in the main hallway.
Oh. Alright, what's up, guys? We here. Any luck?
Did you find the key?
Sure did.
You know, I heard a scream that sounded kind of familiar.
Oh my god, Junpei.
Wait, you actually did? I was just kidding.
You want to take this outside?
Oh boy.
Guys, come on.
Don't make her swing at you, bro.
All right, we'll divide into teams again. 3 of you will enter Tartarus, and 1 of you will remain outside with me. Once the dark hour begins, I'll pinpoint Yamagishi's position.
I'm going in. You come too. You can take the lead as usual.
I'll be glad to help.
Then I'll be the third.
Wait a second, Yucatan. Remember how I accidentally screwed up on the monorail? Give me a
Oh, he
chance to
wants
make up
redeem
for
himself.
that.
Yep.
Oh, come on. It's not always about you. Besides, you didn't accidentally screw up.
All right, Junpei, we'll give you another shot. And with that, the teams are set.
Sweet. Thanks.
What?
What's wrong, Takeba? Do you have a problem staying with Mitsuru?
No, it's fine.
It's almost time.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Alright, here we go. The midnight hour. When the chains fall.
That's right. I guess I'm alone after all. Fuuka. No. No, I don't want to hear this. Calling me.
You know what I was wondering? Star Ocean, I never got to finish second story on the PlayStation. And that game was awesome. I actually enjoyed that one. So that's definitely one I'll have to look into in the future. Just not now, because right now my expenses on video games as a hobby for the year is already capped out. Like literally, the next games I will be getting won't be until Christmas and Three Kings Day. Oh, I didn't know that Second Story had an anime adaptation. I didn't know that. Thank you for letting me know. So, Christmas and New Year's, my goal is getting Metaphor ReFantasio and Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Because back in my day, I sound like a geezer, Christmas time meant one thing. A new Dragon Ball Z game on the PlayStation 2. You know? So those were good times. So when Sparking Zero came out and everything, everyone was like, oh my god, we gotta get it now, we gotta get it. I'm like, no, I will wait till Christmas, as I've always done back in the days of my youth. But Metaphor Fantasio is going to get some love too. But, yeah.
I have to go to school.
It's going to be funny. If only Atlus had thought about getting a whole cast of Spanish voice actors for the Persona games. Because with this music and everything, it would sound like a Spanish novela. Yo tengo que ir a la escuela. You know what? I've been hearing a lot of good with Metaphor. I finished the demo. I completed the demo. It took me about 6 hours. In my opinion, I don't think the demo gives the game justice, knowing how much more there is to the game. And someone on Twitter recently made the best comparison when it comes to Metaphor. And it's this, right? If, like, with From Software, Elden Ring was kind of like the coming of age or the culmination of everything we got from the Dark Souls games, Bloodborne, Sekiro, and Demon Souls, right? All into Elden Ring. And Elden Ring has most of the facets that make From Software Souls games. And Metaphor Fantasio is considered like the Elden Ring of Atlus because they carried over a lot of elements from Persona, Shin Megami Tensei, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, even little nods here and there to even Soul Hackers and Devil Summoner for some reason. And then just seeing everything that game has to offer, I'm like, yo, this game will get my support 100%.
Tell her I'm sorry. Fuuka.
La motorcycle.
We still haven't heard back from them. The transmission range is at max, too.
Oh boy. I mean, look how high up we got into Tartarus, man.
I hope that girl Moriyama is okay at the dorm.
Mitsu's Persona can only
no
go
place
so
is completely safe in the dark hour, but we couldn't risk bringing her here. And having one of us stay behind to watch her wasn't an option either.
Yeah, I guess so.
Open that box.
We are all here for Yamagishi-san's sake.
That's
I'm
the
here.
receiver.
I've confirmed your position. You're higher up than I expected. You're barely in communication range. Is everyone all right?
Yep. There's one thing.
Akihiko,
Oh, that's right.
come in, Akihiko.
All split up, and then we gotta somehow meet back together.
Is he out of range? That's worrying.
This is a pain in the ass. I remember this. What's the most consciousness? That's a Sonata Jubilee.
Are you awake?
Duh!
This is the first time we've spoken outside of your room.
Which is nice because I get sick and tired of people walking into my room while I'm sleeping. You know how awkward that is? Imagine you being a 16, 17-year-old kid in high school in the dorms, and suddenly you find out you got a whole staff watching you while you sleep on camera. And who's to say while you're halfway sleeping you want to rub your meat and, pound it out? You know how awkward and how invasive that is? I try to get as far as I reasonably can before I end up being broke when it comes to Compendium. Now, when it comes to Platinum, there's only one Persona game that I managed to Platinum, and that was Royal. It's only because, compared to Vanilla, Platinuming Royal was surprisingly easy. And the only thing I was missing was a Reaper. So then New Game Plus, when I finally fought the Reaper and beat it, it was like, oh my god. But getting the Compendium, there's nothing I hate more than sitting down in the Velvet Room for hours on it. It drives me nuts. And I hate knowing that sometimes, in order to get everything, one, you have to max out every social link, which in most cases can be a chore. You can get most of them on your first playthrough, and the second one, if you played your cards right, you'll probably get all your social links maxed out. But you better pray to God you got the money so you can do all the fusions necessary to eventually get every last motherfucker. That's my thing with that. But you, boy, why are you here?
I told you, remember? I'm always with you.
Important plot point, folks. And not because he has blue eyes and dark hair like Morgana's human form.
But we don't have much time to talk. Tonight, there's more than one ordeal you must face. You should hurry. She's waiting for you. You guys will need her. See you.
Oh, he knows something
I
about
hope
it.
we meet again.
It's interesting how he says, you'll need her. So, it means he knows something that Makoto Yuki here doesn't.
It's too far. I can't get any backup. I'm sorry. Find Nico the others.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that is a different approach. Alright, let's go find our peoples. Come on. There you go. Finally. You know, I never got to fight the Reaper. I actually have to finish that that boss rush mode in Strikers. I actually have to finish that.
Alright.
You know what? Get some money. Any goodies here?
Akihi and the others are on this floor.
Who's there?
$200,000 HP, Jesus! That's like freaking. That's like trying to fight Promised Consort Radon in Elden Ring. My God. You know, when you think about it, I have to ask myself this. Would you count games made by From Software as JRPGs? I mean, you let me know. That's something I've wondered, because I'm like, considering who makes them, I'm like, wrap these bastards up. What? You missed? You missed, you little shit. Qué cabrón de verdad. I get it. Mamita man, get him. There we go. Good boy.
It's over.
Hee-haw! I already have him, so no need. Well, you gotta think about this. I mean, From Software gave us practically all of Armored Core. You got, obviously, Demon Souls, which was actually the first one. Interesting enough, Demon Souls, the original, not the remake, the original was actually published by Atlus, which is very interesting when you think about it.
It's over.
You know, obviously you got Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, you got Sekiro, you got Bloodborne. And even though Bloodborne was published with Studio Japan, but yeah, still From Software at the end of the day. And when you got someone like Miyazaki, the Japanese guy, at the helm of it all, you know, one would think, you know what? Why haven't we considered the fact that, hey, you would think it would be considered a JRPG. It's like, hey. And then, oh yeah, Bandai Namco publishing it on top of that. So it's one of the, you know, just one of those little things. I mean, nothing serious. No. No! Let's see. Damn. Nah. Ah, okay. Next one. Yep. I don't see no one here.
Where am I? Why am I here? Please, answer me.
Come on. I ain't scared of you. Yeah, it's just one of those weird things. It's one of those things. Because usually when you think JRPG, you're thinking, you know, anime looking, a little bit of fan service here, the whole the kind of like the isekai element thing. But you know what? You know what From Software RPG games all have in common? At the end of the day, you have to kill a god, and that's like the #1 trope in Japanese RPGs. Oh yeah, you're a hero in a fallen society. You have to save things because everything's been brought to shit. Oh, but by the way, in order to do that, you have to beat God. Like that's about as like, and that's always an interesting thing because you don't really see that in a lot of American RPGs, like or RPGs that are usually based in more of a European or Western thing. So, that's honestly. Like I'll say this, like if the game, and again, it's just me just shooting this shit.
Is someone there?
If, oh my god, I'm about to sound like that dude DJ was taken. If, like for example, Ubisoft makes an RPG, you obviously know it's not a JRPG. It's not made in Japan, not made by a Japanese company or a Japanese developer. I mean that would be my understanding of it. It's made by Square Enix. Oh yeah, it's Japanese. If it's made by Bandai Namco, yeah. If it's Square Enix, oh yeah, for sure. Now, where it does get tricky is when like you have a studio that's from like, Japan and then from America. Then it's like, all right, it's a little tricky. Like for example, you have Sega of America and then you got Sega of Japan. Especially when it came to Sonic back in the 90s, 2000s. So it was like, but then again, that's a different genre. So.
All right.
Yeah, we just try to get this money, get this bread, or paper, whatever these kids say today. Yeah, we still haven't found these fuckers. Where the hell is Junpei? Find you guys a pain in the ass. You know, needle in a haystack. Oh, there you are! Finally, Jesus.
Hey, here he is. Man, we were worried about you.
Oh, I'm not the one you got to worry about. I'm the one that should be worried about you guys. I'm glad you two are safe.
I don't think we should enter Tartarus this way again.
Oh yeah. Did you hear a voice on your way here? Yeah, kind of like...
Who's there? Are you... human?
Yep.
That's it? That's the voice? Wait, didn't that come from behind us?
Might be up ahead. Oh, Fuuka.
Are you Fuuka Yamagishi?
Yes.
Oh, Fuuka out of here.
You're alive! That's awesome! Never fear, the heroes are here.
Technically, yeah.
Good to see you're okay. Come with us.
Thank you so much.
Don't worry, you're safe now.
Yes, I'll be fine. Sorry, I'm just so relieved.
Looks like I made the right call then. I'll see if I can contact Mitsuru.
What is this place? 1 second I was at school, and then...
It's kind of a long story.
Make it explain
after we get out of here.
And lots of exposition and lore.
Can you hear me? No good. All I hear is static.
Yep.
Oh, are you hurt anywhere? You've probably seen the monsters wandering around, right?
So, there is something dangerous in here then. I've gotten by without them finding me so far.
Wait, you've avoided them this entire time? How is that possible?
It's hard to describe, but I can sort of tell where
You're
they
talking
are.
about,
What do you mean? Are you saying you're psychic or
talking
something?
about Margaret and,
She has the same power as Mitsuru.
I know Persona 5 you had,
might be even stronger.
Lavenza,
Mitsuru's persona
Caroline
was always
Justine.
more combat
I tried to
based
do
begin
it,
with.
but man, I got my salad tossed like I was in prison or something.
Hang on
Jesus, like couldn't go through even like 5 turns without getting the 5-knuckle shuffle.
Wait, is this a gun?
Think of it as
I
a
did
lucky
try in
charm.
Persona 3
It
Portable
doesn't
phasing
actually fire
Elizabeth,
bullets.
but man, again, ultimate
Okay.
sound toss of doom.
All right, let's get out of here.
Whoa, check out the moon. It's huge. I don't think
Yep.
I've ever seen it so bright.
There's some research that indicates the shadows are affected by the phases of the moon. Although the same thing is true about humans.
That would explain Yukatan's mood swings.
Oh my god! I mean, that in itself, with what Junpei saying, is a little touchy subject. But you know, Bloodborne reminded us with the Nightmare of Mensis. It is in essence. Yeah, Elizabeth's ridiculous. She is ridiculously powerful, you know. But yeah, like Bloodborne taught us this premise. It's actually a very good video. I forgot the name of the YouTuber I watched. It actually explained the whole essence of, hey, what's up, Just a Dude? Of motherhood, right? And the phasing of the moon and the blood moon, and then of course, you know, the way the menstrual cycle works kind of syncs with the phasings of the moon. You know, which is why, you know, usually it's like 28 days, not 30, 31 days. Because, you know, 30, 31 days, that's Gregorian calendar. The lunar calendar is usually like 4 weeks, which is usually 28 days. And then, of course, other cultural things. But Junpei's not too far out when it comes to how phases of the moon, you know, do affect people's moods. Like, I can tell you right now, when there's a full moon out and I'm at work, whew, emotions are high. I'm surprised no one turns into a goddamn Uzaru like grade 8 Vegeta and try to beat us all after all. Yeah, Junpei's, you know, he's our pet detective. He's our ace detective, yeah. You know, I mean, not the best one compared to like Naoto or Akechi, except Akechi kind of did it to himself because he gave away the fact that, you know, he knew things just by mentioning pancakes.
Hey, wasn't it a full moon the night we went to the monorail?
It was.
Yep.
Is something wrong?
Oh, there's plenty wrong, Junpei.
Did you see the moon on the night the dorm was attacked back in April?
It was full.
Today is June 8th. The monorail incident happened on May 9th. And the assault in the dorm was on April 9th. They were all on a full moon.
Yep.
Mitsuru, are you there?
Yuko, shadows are...
Hey, can you hear me? Mitsuru, come in!
Be careful.
Mitsuru? Mitsuru!
What is that? It's much bigger than the others. And it's attacking someone.
Damn it!
What the hell's going on? I'm totally lost here.
It's one of them. If my guess is right, they come every full moon. We've gotta hurry.
Yep. All these major shadows we gotta knock out.
Hey, wait for me.
Already beaten the... Reach this one.
What?
Now we got these guys. Uh-oh. Oh, these two.
Them?
Yes,
Mitsuru,
yes it will.
Takeba!
I will include the DLC episode I guess expansion with my playlist here on my channel. Yes, I will be doing it. So you can
Sonata-san,
bank
gotta
on
draw
it.
the shadows away.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Like, my Persona 3 Reload New Game Plus experience won't be complete without it, hands down. And it will be a blind playthrough too, so I'm gonna go in
Normal attacks
completely
don't
blind
work
with
on them.
episode, I guess. Don't get me wrong, I've watched videos that explain the plot and the theme elements of the answer from Persona 3 Fest, but that's not gonna be the same as actually experiencing the damn
No,
thing.
what are you doing here?
Uh-oh.
Moriyama-san?
She got dragged into it too.
Hey, come back!
Please get out of here! It's not safe! I had to tell you. I'm sorry.
Look, at least she's repenting. And now we gotta deal with these dipshits here.
I have to protect her.
Here we go.
Persona.
Ooh. Very nice. Very pretty. Damn. It's not like dishes fall into the ground. God, this looks beautiful.
Yamagishi-san?
It is very. I don't know about one fell swoop. Because remember,
Persona?
the main characters, my main character is at level 80 something, but the rest of the team is still in their regular
These
levels.
monsters' weaknesses.
Can it be?
Just as I thought.
Oh, fun little thing about this. So before I ever got to play Persona 3, I actually watched the Persona 3 movies. And if there's anything to be said, the Persona 3 movies, in terms of anime quality, chef's kiss, better than Persona 4 animation or Persona 5. Yes, I did. The theurgies, I managed to actually unlock all of them. Yep. And it's very important to do all the character episodes too, because they're kind of like extra social links outside the social link ring. But yeah, the 4 Persona 3 films, they're great as strategy guys when it comes to these shadow bosses, because they actually show you exactly what you gotta do to beat them. So like knowing how to beat these two jackasses, I learned it from watching the movie, the first movie, which was actually pretty dope. And one thing I did notice with Reload, that they did incorporate some elements that I only remembered because of the movies and not because of Portable or anything. Like I was like, oh shit, like the movies actually kind of give you a hit. Never played this game, and you're facing these bosses. This is how you beat them. Except this game makes it even much more fun.
We'll handle these guys.
Alright, here we go. One of them's weak against physical attacks, the other one's weak against magic. This much I remember.
I'll begin searching for the monster's weaknesses. Please, give me some time.
Almost. Alright, so you... Alright, that one's weak against magic. This one, you can... Oh, can't strike, but you can slash him. Okay.
For real?
Very good hit.
It's done. I can start the analysis at any time.
Thank you, Fuuka.
Please tell me when to activate it.
Alright. Ooh, full analysis. Alright. Yep. Alright, let's do it. Oh my god.
I didn't know I had this kind of power.
Oh, now you do, baby.
Your ability is just
so,
what we hoped for. It's even more.
this
like
sucker
your
here.
Zeus.
Oh. Alright, time to electrocute. Perfect. Alright.
Not bad.
Yes, shooting, huh?
Not bad.
You know what?
Come on, I'll show him.
Yes, now that's one thing I didn't get to do my first playthrough, and that's getting all the fusion spells. That's the only thing.
It's all you.
Alright, so... and this one... oh, only weak against Pierce. Oh, this is gonna be tough. Ooh, that crit. Now we talking. Alright. Oh, he's down. He's done with. But this one is going to be a doozy now, because there's only one way to beat him. You got no way to do it. Unless I have something with Almighty. Oh, paradigm shift. Oh, thank you,
The
God.
enemy's aura has shifted.
So they were changing their affinity. No wonder.
Perfect. Perfect.
The enemy lines are.
Come on. Bonk him. Oof. Alright, you know what? Guard. I'm gonna let him finish it off. That's right. Knock him out like Mike Tyson, bro. That's right. There we go. Now, the one thing, and if you notice the trophy earn thing, is because when I first beat this game, it was when I had the PS4. Eventually, at some point earlier this year, I had gotten the PS5. And then I upgraded. And of course, the one drawback about having a PS4 game and then upgrading to PS5 is that when you play the PS5 version, even if you carry over your save file, you gotta do the trophies from scratch, which sucks mega donkey balls.
A new skill.
But it is what it is.
Are there more of them?
Don't worry, Fuuka, you're safe now.
Don't worry. It's over.
You're good.
Fuuka. You.
Fuuka, you!
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Oh, that's gonna be fun later. We run to Reaper again. You know, I never got to face a Reaper in Reload.
Exhausted.
I never actually got to challenge him, but I think it wasn't because I was avoiding him. It's more because I was just trying to get the overall feel of this game,
Somewhere
of this game,
outside of
the
Tartarus,
first time around.
just like with the dorm and the monorail.
But I think this time around, I'm
Outside.
definitely gonna go for him. Especially now that my
What are we
character's
gonna
at
do
level
about
80
Moriyama-san?
something. So
She knows about the Dark Hour and the shadows.
It doesn't matter. She's not like us, so she won't remember anything that happens in the dark hour.
Yep, that's correct. It also helps that I actually have the accessories that help boost the EXP for the characters. So I got the Avarice one that boosts your EXP by 50%. I got a few of the one that increases it by 15%. So that definitely helped my characters all up real fast.
The good news is she didn't fall victim to the shadows despite hearing their call. So I don't think she'll get drawn in again. She's safe now.
But doesn't that mean she'll forget Yamagishi-san saved her life? That doesn't seem right.
Actually, I get the feeling that things will work out.
I'm sorry, Fuuka. I'm so sorry.
Don't worry, Natsuki. She's gonna
Looks
be
like
alright. She's just
learned her
tired.
lesson.
I'm sorry.
Imagine anyone that tried to treat you like an asshole and try to lock you up somewhere, and all of a sudden you disappear, and then they end up in the very place where you disappeared, and they found out that what they did was really terrible, and all of a sudden then they decide to be sorry. You know what? Yeah. Whatever. Yep. All right, our boy needs to get some sleep because he is zapped from all that. It also means I can actually go see Edogawa after class.
Good morning.
What's up, Miss? Let's see. So the hospital next few days. Oh, that's good to hear.
Precisely.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that. Yeah, because whatchamacallit, I mean, it's just. I mean, to be fair, in the context here with Yamagishi and her friend, eventually, after doing something so terrible and being a total bitch about it, once she realized, be like, oh crap, this ain't fun, this ain't cool at all. And she was actually repentant of it, and then from there on in, there's a saying, true apology is changed behavior. And apologizing but still doing the same thing is just straight manipulation. I mean, there's a lot of truth to that. So in this case, Moriyama, she doesn't act like a dipshit ever again. It was great. Speaking of Persona, have you guys seen Death Battle of Giorno and Joker? Let me tell you, that one put me into a loop. Because I had completely forgotten that almighty attacks can pierce through anything, even through reality warping skills. Once I found that out, I was like, oh, the Joker is winning this. I was so tight because I'm a Giorno dude. But it's like, you know what? Can you really get mad though? To be honest, I did not expect that episode coming. But when I finally watched it, granted, you can tell that they're independently funded. I mean, it even has a Kickstarter, so you know they don't have the same budget they had when they were with Rooster Teeth. And that's okay, you know. Sometimes you got to start over somewhere. But it was a good one. It was a good one. It's just that, well, Giorno, one, not used to using Golden Experience Requiem on regular because they only use it once. And then in Eyes of Heaven, when he faces his dad with Dio gone to heaven, with the Zawardo of heaven, guess what? He didn't stand a chance. The homie can overwrite his negations. So it was like a total broken system. So it was like, damn. Oh, that's right. Let's go to the nurse office before we go talk to anyone, hang out with anyone. There's a baby. Alright, where's the nurse's office? Where is the nurse's office? It's gotta be down here somewhere. Oh, there. No. Faculty office. Oh, they gotta be here somewhere. Ah, lab hallway. Let's do that. Let's see. Fart room. The art room. Lab. Is it? Oh. You know, I think about cooking experiments that. You know, that's an anime I gotta check out. Fairy Tail. Like, don't get me wrong, I looked at it, I'm like, but you know what? Anime has this thing where it looks a certain way, and then when you dive in, it's like, whoa, what did I miss out on? Type thing. Some people burn their textbooks by accident, set them too close to the stove. Oh, who does that? That's the music room. Science room, okay. Home economics. Music prep. Home ec. Alright, let me check the other second. I gotta find the nurse office. That's the faculty. Library. There we go. Let's see. Let's see that laugh. Here you see my tires of the wounds, the virus, a curse, or maybe love. What if it's all? What if it's all the above? What do you do then? A perfect opportunity to test my new concoction. Oh god, he's gonna give me some nasty shit.
Well then.
Damn, and it's smoking. Yo, that looks scarier than hot coffee. Come on now. Bitter, mugwort, poison, cat. Yo, this sounds bad. Jujube, rabbit's foot. You put a rabbit's foot in there, come on now. Etc., etc. Oh god. Well, at least this isn't like Yukiko and Chia's cooking. Or that abominable chocolate they helped Nanako make for Yu Narukami, which was hilarious. It's on my channel. It's up on the Persona 4 Golden playlist here on my channel. You go ahead and get a crack at it. Hakusan's finest alchemists would be astonished. Prove your condition right here and now. Bottoms up. Oh boy. Nombre Padre, Filhos, Espíritu Santos. Amén. Drink it. Go. I downed the strange medicine. Nothing seems to have changed. Crypto. And whether or not it works is inconsequential. You survived. Alright. Oh, that's one way of boosting your...
Okay,
as you can see, I'm maxed. Alright, Saturn is calling. Okay. So you can tell him to shave his legs or at least put some long pants on. Nurse is like running around with his hairy legs sticking out. Alright, now. Zomi, Chihiro, Kenji. Got that. Oh, before I forget. Gotta go to the Velvet Room. I gotta register my shit. Men in Black. Except the mouth is right there in their stomach, so that you can just splash the coffee at them. They'll be able to drink it and go. Alright, so we got Tomochika, which is Kenji, Magician. You got Chihiro, Baby. You got Kazushi. Let me see based on these texts. So you got. Okay. Okay. There's that one. There's. You know, on my first run, I managed to access all of them. I just didn't max out maybe like 2 or 3 of them. I was surprised I was able to actually get most of them by the end. Actually, you know what? No, I didn't max out Mitsuru at the end. That was something I was bummed about. I didn't get to max her out in my first playthrough. But it was because so late game is when you finally get to max it, but then all of a sudden you gotta choose between her and friggin' Aegis, because it's so late game when you actually get the stats required to actually get with Mitsuru. Let's see. Yes, I actually did. With the Star Dude. Yeah, and I actually like his Arcana too. Let me see. Hang on, school for free. All right, he's not the one I want. So between her and Nozomi, you know what? Go Chihiro. Yeah, give Chihiro some love. Aside from outside of the party of the game, outside of C's, her and Yuko are my baes. She's just so adorable, so wholesome. Wants to go to the strip mall.
Sorry to drag you along while I go shopping.
Oh, don't worry about it.
If you say so. But, thank you.
It's so cute,
I was
man.
so busy searching through the books. I'm sorry if I ignored you. I'm sorry it took so long. This place has so many interesting books. I was having a bit of trouble deciding. Do you read much, Senpai?
Oh yes. Oh yes, I read the classics. For example,
Really?
A Song of Ice and Fire by George R. R. Martin.
I think you'd be into that kind of thing.
Fire and Blood by George R. R.
Classics
Martin.
aren't very entertaining, but I can respect what the authors were trying to accomplish.
All of Dante Alighieri's works is also in my library. So yeah, I got some classics in my library here at home. Even Carl Jung's Red Book. I have that also. If not for Persona, I would have never gotten into Carl Jung. I got curious about Carl Jung because of the Persona franchise, and I'm glad I actually got the Liber Novus. I was probably maybe about 35-40% into it, so I still got to finish the book. But it's actually very interesting, especially a guy who is very deep and profound when it comes to psychiatry and psychology, especially when it seems like he's gone through a trip of shrooms in the process.
Oh, I'm sorry. This, probably isn't the best place to talk.
Oh, I also have Tale of Genji, which is also one heck of a classic also. Actually, I definitely recommend it.
The shop owners probably wouldn't want us standing here either. Hey, Senpai? Is it boring for you to hang around with, someone like me?
No, I'm having fun.
Oh, what a relief. I've been so worried about that this entire time. Oh, well, today I was able to, say what was on my mind to you. I want to stop being so afraid of everything, and I want to be able to talk to other people. My homeroom teacher, Mr. Takanozuka, he gives me a lot of class-related tasks. But I'm always so scared that all I can do is nod.
Why are you so afraid?
Well, it's not much of a story, but my dad is a very scary person. I'm not living with him anymore. I can still remember the face he made when he got mad. So, whenever I see a man now, all I can think of is that face.
Now we understand why she's very apprehensive and anxious towards boys and men. Oh man, imagine she lived now in 2024. Whew, that conversation would be pretty hot and heavy, and not in a pleasurable way. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. I'm really happy that you care. Thank you.
She's so sweet. I love Chihiro.
I should get going. I'll see you at school.
Alright.
Oh, welcome back.
Senpai, Sonata went to the hospital. Okay. Oh, they went to check on her. Meanwhile, her put some chapstick or something on her lip.
So...
Okay. Oh, she's worried about.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand. So Tartarus. Of course not. Tuesday night, no less. Let's see what's on the news. You have to be prepared. Carry an umbrella during the rainy season. The fight between those with umbrellas and the driving wind are still being waged today. That concludes our special report. Next, the news followed by a look at everyone in recovery from apathy syndrome. Let's see. I can't wait for this kitchen to open up already. Jesus. It's gonna be later though. Still. Just alright. Tanaka. I'm not sure if he's available yet. I could be wrong. Let me see. I gotta check. Let me. Because I think it has to be a certain rank in order for him to open up.
Hey.
Most I here today, he doesn't usually come Monday to Wednesday. Okay. Yeah. So. Thoughts out real quick. Yeah. Very abstract. Be careful of this. This will bring good fortune. Looks abstract, but not trying to confuse you. Let's interpret and decide how to act from there. Yeah, that's pretty much how it works. Let's see. Change stroke. We already heard that one. Raise down thy piece discovery. Yeah. Okay, so there's no Tanaka here as of yet. That means my memory's a little bit of a fart right now. Oh, I got stuff to do. No. I ain't trying to do that. Although I could just go ahead and make some money there.
By the way,
Okay.
what'd you bring? Wanna sell in bulk? Sure, it's a deal. You finished? All done here? Be seeing
Yep. Yeet. Alright, so. Yeah, I just work at a cafe. There's just really nothing going on right now. Oh yeah, a little more bonus. Oh yeah. Look at that. And I got my wages up. Ooh, getting paid $4,500 for the shift. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Goals, man. See what's happening here.
Hey, so...
I think she has good intentions.
Yeah.
Our next topic.
He's like, we got to the Kamakura era yet. Oh, used to Nara. Powered through it. Some Taika reforms. Having a year 645. Remember that? We can move on. 10 was the age of Kyo. Oh man.
What?
You want more? Alright, here's a question. What's the name of the anthology consisting of 4,500 poems, give or take? We go to Nara era. You know what? I don't feel like picking on anyone today. Just tell you. It's Mayoshu. It's supposed to cover the Koken Wakashu, but I don't really care. He's like, oh, I just want to do some Sengoku era stuff, people. See? Alright, you have Bukichi, Edogawa, and Bebe. The other white meat. Yo, you got like three people available to hang out here in the school area alone. In the school alone. And then if I go outside, got Michael, Kichi, slowly. Alright. You know what, for this one, let me see. Let me see, the only reason is because Yuko's out here. I'm not hanging out with Yuko. Yeah. Go hang out with Bay.
Hey,
Oh, no party. Alright. Yep, let's do it.
right.
Oh. Okay.
Sorry that the party ended up being at my place. I was out buying
That's
stuff
alright.
that might be useful for running practice, and I ran out of money.
It's fine. This is a nice room.
Oh, really? Good thing I took the time to tidy up. Feel free to eat as many snacks as you want, okay? It was a lot of hard work, but I'm glad we decided to coach those kids in the end. What do you think? Sorry. It's just... I never noticed how long your eyelashes are. I don't think I've looked at you this closely before. It's only the two of us here now. Maybe that's why I'm a little nervous. How about we change the subject? I'll ask you a question. Oh, do you like children?
I do. Kids are the worst.
Really? Me too. I like how they're so pure and always try their best. It just makes me want to support them as much as I can. I realized recently how much I like to look after other people. Let's see. Okay, next question. Let's say you get married and have a kid. Would you want it to be a boy or a girl?
Honestly, don't matter. Don't matter.
Is that really how guys think?
I don't know about
If you really
that.
don't care as long as the baby is healthy, then I agree with you.
Yeah, yeah. Trust me. Don't get me wrong. A lot of guys, deep down, they all want to have a boy. You know, I want the male heir to the throne. You know, that Targaryen type bullshit. You know, that typical kingly patriarch, yada yada, whatever. I mean, to each their own, right? And some guys, you're like, oh man, let's be, you know, have a little daddy's little girl type thing. Look, I'm a daddy of a little girl, so, you know, I'm there. Did I expect it to be a girl? No, but she was born. And here we are, you know. But I personally don't have a preference, so I want the choice that represents me the most.
Either way, I would just hope that the baby didn't take after me. You could say I'm a little rough around the edges.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with being rough around the edges. We all rough around the edges somehow.
But if they took after you, I'm sure they'd be super cute.
What are you talking about, Yuko? You kind of cute yourself. Come on now.
They'd probably be athletic too. Wonder if they'll take an interest in sports.
Oh, she's deep in thought. She's deep in thought. Oh man. Ooh, on 8.
By the way, do you look more like your dad or your mom? I've been told that I'm the spitting image of my dad. Not that I mind, but I do have mixed feelings about it. I mean, we don't look that much alike, right? My eyebrows aren't as bushy for one.
No, they're not bushy at all. Cute. She's cute. More Tanaka stuff, damn it.
Welcome back.
Alright.
Hey, listen.
Nothing interesting on the news. I don't remember what day was the thing involved with the fridge. I keep forgetting this stupid fridge. This stupid fridge. 6/16. Okay, so 6 more days in game time. Please, for the love of God.
So...
Hell
yeah! Maybe I should clean my room. Yes, make sure it doesn't look like Asmongold lives there, buddy. Trust and believe. That's just nasty. Alright, so oh wait, let me check the rooftop real quick. Check my plants. Tomato sprout. Okay, 621. We still got some. Oh wait, man room. Curious and curious. Nope, no new recordings. Here's one thing. Go make that money. Make that paper. I got ese papel. This is gonna try to pick a fight with me. Oh Lord. Yeah. Oh dang. Message. Okay. Yamagishi's being released from the hospital. We talk to her together. Come to the command room. Okay. So. Yeah, we got options. We have options. But here's what I'm gonna do.